Sunrise, civilized man. I feel like reciting the first 4 lines of Blows Against the Empire from Jefferson Airplane. Oh, Jefferson Starship by then. That's before they got commercial and really crappy. But man, that was a good album. So, this is the Live and Let Live portion of the Old Woman from the Hills show. I hope all of you had a lovely Thanksgiving, and I just feel so doggone grateful because I'm not living where y'all are and in the middle of snow. A lot of y'all are under a great deal of snow, so I just wanted to say, you know, when everybody else is out there selling their products or trying to get your attention or all of that, and, you know, I'm just out here praying for the rest of you. I just don't see the whole 15 minutes of fame game, and shoot, if I wanted to be famous or infamous, I would have been a musician. Excuse me. Isn't that beautiful the way that's you're looking at the river valley where those clouds are hanging in the bottom there. Sometimes you come out and the whole river valley is covered in clouds, and those clouds, as the sun comes up, will just amaze you. Other times, the clouds will come up and envelop you. You walk out here and it's like you're in a white room. It's beautiful. Now, I hope everybody gets home safely and the travel's okay. Yes, I'm not doing too hot. I sound like crap. But, I just leave you with a thought from my grandmother. She had all these wonderful sayings, one of which was, pretty is as pretty does, meaning you can be beautiful on the outside, but if you're not beautiful on the inside, it's pointless. And the other was, live and let live, which I think is self-explanatory. In these days of hostility and hate, which I cannot relate to, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that's just be who I am. This is the way I was when I was a kid. And once I shed the baggage of the abuse, my natural personality came back. I don't know how, but, you know, I'm not saying I'm not flawed. I'm just saying that everybody struggles, and struggle's part of life. And it's not what the struggle is, or how you get there, or how much money you get when you get out of there, or what. The struggle is about how you carry yourself during the struggle, and what you learn from the struggle. You know, all this, I don't hero worship. I know everybody gets pissed at me because one side, the left thinks I'm a right-winger, the right wing thinks I'm a left-winger. And since I hate being labeled, limited, and libeled, I decided after the terrifying tango of the 2 tyrannical toddlers tap dancing around the truth and doing a turf war, I just decided I was going to always be an independent because I was born independent and born with that mindset, and I just don't have any faith in anybody in D.C. Once Elijah Cummings died, I was like, okay. And it's not because he's a Democrat that I liked him. I liked him because he lived his Christianity, and like me, he'd been diagnosed with a fatal illness and was still hanging on. And I related to that. The man had been diagnosed with a fatal illness when he was first elected, and yet he still served and never complained. And you never knew that Elijah Cummings was ill because he put other people first. Like my granddaddy. He reminded me of my granddaddy. He looked like him, except the shades of their skin were just different. That's all. You know, if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the fool who allowed for corporations to get power in the Citizens United decision. Be mad at Newt Gingrich, the sleaze bag, because he fostered some of that. You know, be mad at some of the people in the early 90s who really started this ball rolling. You know, you're directing your anger at your fellow citizens who had nothing to do with making this country like it is. It was the politicians. Always has been, always will be. Love God, love your neighbor. And if you can't do that, then just be kind. Just go away. You know? There's no point in it. If you're so miserable that you got to go out in the world and make other people miserable, somebody should put you out of your misery. You know, and I don't mean that literally, but goodness, go look in the mirror and have a little self-examination. If there's one great thing about being disabled is I had 5 long years where I literally never saw anybody except at the grocery store when a neighbor came and took me. And I laid on the couch in a recliner. I had nothing. Nothing. Literally had a $3 electric bill one month because I was so ill. And I basically learned during that time that you control absolutely nothing except yourself. Nothing. You have no control over anything but your own damn life. Remember that, because it's really an important lesson. This machine gives you the illusion of control, but I'm here to tell you, you don't have control when you're on the machine. Think about it. Others do have control over you. Think wisely, live kindly, and give more than you take. God bless.